Hello all! I am slowly but surely losing daylight. I know, I keep changing my location. I just can't decide. One day I like one, the other day I like the other. So, today is another coffee talk, and yet again I have another thing that's not coffee, but hey, it's a coffee talk. So, yeah, let's get into it. Alright, I'm losing daylight. I'm gonna try to work through this. I just put my hair down because it was bugging me up. Alright, so today's coffee talk is about why I eat a plant-based diet. Ooh, yay, I'm a vegan. Ooh, yay. Oh, also, excuse my voice. I'm still like recovering from a cold. Behind me, if you see me go like this, or if it seems like there's an awkward jump in the video, it's because I had to refer back to this to make sure I wasn't getting too off topic. Okay, so about 2 years ago, I decided to become actually no, it was 2 years ago. Like, beginning of May, yeah, 2 years ago, in the beginning of May, I was like, I'm gonna be a vegan, I'm not gonna eat any meat or anything. And so primarily I started out like just a plant-based diet. What had happened is throughout my entire life I've had stomach issues. My stomach's always been the worst. So when I was, I don't know what grade it was, but I eventually, like early teens, I found out I was severely lactose intolerant. So I had to like cut out all dairy. So I ate like a severely lactose-free diet because I would get super duper sick, and that helped for a while, but it didn't help fully. And then they kept doing trials and things like that. Like I went gluten-free for a while. I did a bunch of stuff. Nothing like fully worked out for me. Like stuff helped, but didn't fully work out. My stomach's just very picky. I also, every single time I ate meat, I would get sick. Very badly sick. Yeah, sometimes, I don't want to go like into detail about that because I feel like I don't want to make anyone queasy, but I think you get what I mean. Like I would just get sick. It made me get ill. And I feel like if there's something's making you sick, like it's for a reason. So, after trying so many different things, I decided, after stumbling upon a plant-based diet, probably here on YouTube, I think it was, like maybe, I'm not really sure who it was, but someone was probably eating one, or it was Instagram or something, or Pinterest. So I decided, hey, that would be nice. I love animals. I don't want to hurt animals, so why should I consume animals? Especially if it makes me feel really crummy. So I started just eating a plant-based diet. It wasn't really hard because I had already cut out dairy and I had already cut out like lots of meats. Like I had eliminated like burgers and steak and this. So like eventually I was just vegetarian and then vegan. So yeah, once I cut out meat entirely, my stomach felt so much better. I did not get sick as much. It was so nice. I'm trying to like spit everything out. But not consuming meat. Maybe Henderson, don't sigh. That's my dog. So once I cut out meat, it was like much better for my stomach, and then I also felt, I don't know, it was just nice to make like the conscious decision, like I'm not going to harm an animal, but by eating today, you know, like it's kind of nice. Well, once I started a plant-based diet, it opened my eyes to the world around me, like a bunch of different things, like all those like documentaries people watch, and all the things about like climate change and all that stuff. So I wanted to learn a lot about that. I think it's so interesting. I want to help the world. It would be so cool. So in the little way that I can, I'm trying. And so I figured like this is one way I can do my little part. And it's exciting to always see when other people are doing it too, like Jack's Gap earlier this year, or Jack Harry's earlier this year said he eats a plant-based diet, and I was like, oh my gosh, Jack Harry's! I was in love with him in 7th grade! And so it's like really cool to see people who I've like watched like throughout the years and seen like how they've grown as people do stuff like that. It's so cool. It's like we're all trying to do our little part, helping the world. And I don't feel like I'm missing out, because there's so many different substitutes, and like it makes me feel better to not eat meat or animal products, so it's like not missing out on pain like so ooh, I think someone's home. Let me look. Nope, no one's home. There's also lots of foods around you that you probably don't realize are vegan, like Oreos. Yup, can eat those. Me and you and anyone else. We can all eat. Well, I don't know if you can. Yeah, Oreos. I'll save the rest of that for another video though. Like, try not to go too much into a tangent. I'm really good at going on tangents. But some people may not consider me a full vegan because I don't partake in everything. Like, I still have things that I use from previous years that have like animal product in them. Like all my makeup that I buy, I try to make sure it's cruelty free. So not all the makeup I like use and own is vegan. I think currently, like, I'm just really trying to make sure that everything I buy is cruelty free. Like, I do not want to buy something that's not cruelty free. Now I only like buy handbags if I know that they're like vegan leather. Like my favorite bag. Pull it out. This thing was vegan leather, and the wallet inside, which is also super cute, vegan. But I like try to make sure that all those things are vegan now. I recently switched my shampoo and conditioner. I'm like trying out new ones of those. What else am I doing? I also always try to buy shoes. Like I feel like shoes are a big thing that people buy that have like leather or something like that. So I try to only buy shoes if I know like there's no leather in them. I try to make sure it doesn't say like leather, upper sole. When I can, I especially like I always buy Toms. My Toms are my favorite shoes. I love Toms. So like that's one way, because the Toms that I buy, not everything they have is vegan, but they have a whole vegan section of their website, and for every pair of shoes you buy, they donate one to a child in need, which I personally am a big fan of. So I always like when I purchase shoes from them instead of just buying them from a random like vendor. It's nice. So I really love my Toms. I get a pair of beige and black ones, and they go with everything, and I wear them all spring, summer, like all summer. Those things, I don't even know if they come off my feet. And then all fall, and then by the fall there's usually like a hole in the toe because I wear them to the extreme until they are worn out. I still have my beige ones from last year, which is an accomplishment. But for the past couple of years, every year I order a pair of black Toms and a pair of beige Toms, and this year I ordered sandals, so we'll see. But they're all vegan, so that's nice. That was my little side note about how much I love Toms and plant-based, vegan, yeah. Oh, if something's like gifted to me, I'll still use it even if it isn't like fully vegan. I feel like some nail polishes, or I think I have some chapsticks that were given to me, and it's like people were kind enough to give those to me, so I'm not gonna just be like, I'm throwing you out because you are not vegan. I don't know. Like, I personally wouldn't buy that. Like, I personally try to make sure my chapsticks or my nail polishes are vegan, but if like someone gives it to me, I'm not going to throw it away. This may be good. Some people may really not like this, but hey, to each their own. I'm still learning. I still want to make my impact. I still love animals, and I'm doing like what I can to make sure that I help the world and the environment. So that's what I'm hoping. And like I'm still learning everything, so being a vegan's fun. I've enjoyed it. I'm still learning so much about other things too, like fair trade and all that, so each of these things like goes into what I buy and all that. But overall, now I think you get the gist of why I eat a plant-based diet. Kind of found it, really liked it. Works for me, makes me happy. I like the part I have in the world. And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them below. Thank you so much for watching, listening to my little rambling coffee talk about why I eat a plant-based diet. If anyone wants any recipes, videos, or something, check out my Instagram at @GraceDooner. And then if you want a video or something, leave comments. Maybe I'll do something like that soon, like what I eat in a day, what I eat in a week. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me on this coffee talk. I hope I see you in my next video. Love you all. Excuse the lighting. Bye bye.